Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Baltimore, RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news. There's a buzz right now that's shaking the NFL, and it's all centered around a possible blockbuster trade that could reshape the AFC North. Rumors are swirling that the Cleveland Browns, currently struggling with a 4-9 record as December 2025 rolls in, might be making a bold move to unload some of their core pieces, and the Baltimore Ravens could be the biggest winners if this goes down. The name at the heart of this speculation, Denzel Ward, one of the league's elite shutdown cornerbacks, potentially heading to Baltimore. Now, this isn't just some idle chatter. The sources close to Adam Schefter are pointing to Cleveland possibly trading Ward, along with a third-round pick in 2026 and CB Nate Hobbs, to the Ravens. In exchange, Cleveland might be looking to free up around $19 million in cap space, money they could channel into rebuilding their offensive line, which has been leaking points, allowing a staggering 29 points per game. The Browns are clearly in a rebuild mode, trying to pivot after an up-and-down season, especially with their defense allowing an average of 150 rushing yards per game, which isn't good enough for a team eyeing a playoff push. But why would the Ravens be interested? Well, it's simple. With their own secondary having taken a hit due to injuries, most notably Adisa Isaac's elbow injury that put him on IR, the need for a lockdown cornerback has never been more pressing. The Ravens, sitting at 7-7-0 and fighting for a playoff spot, see Ward as the perfect piece to elevate their backfield. Imagine having a true shutdown CB, someone who can lock down top receivers and take the pressure off Marlon Humphrey and the rest of the secondary. Ward's numbers are impressive, and his tape speaks volumes about his ability to blanket receivers. As of September 2025, he had accumulated 18 career interceptions and 100 pass breakups. This season, he's already tallied 7 INTs in 13 games, with a PFF grade of 92. 5 showing he remains at an elite level. His ability to allow just 0.5 yards per target and a 46% completion rate when targeted makes him a nightmare matchup for opposing offenses. His instincts combined with his ball skills have made him one of the most feared corners in the league, and his stats reflect that. What makes this trade even more compelling is the historical context. When the Rams acquired Jalen Ramsey back in 2019, it was a similar move that turbocharged their playoff run, boosting their collective playoff differential by about 130 points and setting them on a path towards Super Bowl contention. Ward isn't just a good player, he's a game changer, one that could elevate the Ravens' defense to a new level. His ability to lock down receivers, combined with his low yards after catch allowed, just about 3.2 yards, means he's not only preventing completions but also limiting yards after the catch, which is crucial in today's pass-happy NFL. Now let's talk about why Cleveland might be willing to part ways. The Browns have been prioritizing their draft picks and cap space, especially with their focus on bolstering the pass rush with an edge rusher and extending their star defensive end, Myles Garrett, whose contract expires in 2026. With Cleveland's defense struggling, allowing 150 rushing yards per game, they're looking to retool, and moving Ward, who's been an all-pro level player when healthy, is part of that plan. There's also some skepticism about how much trading a player of Ward's caliber might set back their rebuild. Still, the reports indicate that dissatisfaction with contract negotiations, combined with the Browns' desire to go all in on their draft assets, is pushing this trade forward. The fact that Cleveland is sitting at 4-9 and seems to be leaning toward a tanking philosophy after a series of disappointing seasons adds weight to the possibility of this move happening before the deadline on November 4th. For the Ravens, this potential acquisition is huge. Ward could be a cornerstone piece for years to come. His presence would drastically improve their secondary, possibly reducing passing yards allowed from around 275 per game to somewhere closer to 193, which is a dramatic shift. It's comparable to what Sauce Gardner did for the Jets in 2022, where his addition turned their pass defense into one of the league's best. With Ward lining up opposite Marlon Humphrey, who's been performing well this season, the Ravens could boast one of the league's most formidable secondaries. Pairing Ward with Humphrey would create a duo that offenses would think twice about attacking. His instincts and ball skills could increase turnovers significantly, adding more forced incompletions, more picks, and ultimately more points for Baltimore's defense. The impact on the Ravens' overall team defense would be profound. We could see a reduction in completions against, from 62% down to around 50%. That's a game changer. The defense would be playing more aggressively, forcing offenses to take riskier throws, which could lead to turnovers and quick stops. The front seven, already strong with Roquan Smith, who's been a tackling machine, would benefit from having a secondary that can lock down receivers and give blitzes more room to operate. With Ward's addition, the Ravens could also see a boost in their pass rush efficiency, more blitzing opportunities and more pressure on quarterbacks, leading to more sacks and hurried throws. On the offensive side, there's a ripple effect as well. Baltimore's offense has been relying heavily on Lamar Jackson's playmaking ability, especially with short and play-action passes to Zay Flowers, who's emerged as one of the league's most exciting rookies. Jackson's numbers, around 500 passing yards and a PFF grade of 89.4, are solid, but with a stronger defense, the Ravens can focus more on controlling the game and playing complementary football. Derrick Henry, who's been a workhorse with over 200 rushing yards and a 4.8 yards per carry average, gives Baltimore a versatile attack. With Ward shutting down some of the league's best receivers, defenses will be more predictable, allowing the Ravens to exploit mismatches and open up their playbook more. Now, looking ahead to the big picture, the Super Bowl odds for Baltimore have already seen a significant spike. Before this rumored move, they were sitting around +6.0 on DraftKings. Now, with the potential addition of Ward, those odds could plummet to around +2,500, making the Ravens serious AFC contenders. This kind of upgrade isn't just about one game. It's about building a championship-caliber team that can go toe-to-toe with the best in the league. Ward's presence in the playoffs could be the X factor, especially in high-stakes situations against star receivers like Jamar Chase. His ability to limit big plays and create turnovers could be the difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit. In conclusion, this trade could mark a turning point for the Ravens franchise. It's about more than just acquiring a talented cornerback. It's about signaling their intent to contend now and in the future. Ward could become a key piece in Baltimore's coverage dynasty, reviving the Purple Rain era and elevating their defense to elite status. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, this move might be another step in their rebuilding process, focusing on youth, draft picks, and cap flexibility, even if it means parting ways with a player of Ward's caliber. For Ravens fans, this is an exciting possibility, one that could help push the team over the top and bring another Super Bowl to Charm City. The AFC North is heating up, and it's clear that Baltimore is positioning itself for a serious run, with Ward potentially at the heart of it all. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Baltimore Ravens news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Baltimore Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you think adding Denzel Ward can take this team to the next level? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Ravens. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Baltimore Ravens news. Keep the passion alive. Baltimore is on the rise, and with a move like this, the future looks even brighter. Let's go Ravens.